MC, can I offer you an egg in this trying time? That's if he's gonna help Sayori's depression. Can I offer you this egg in this trying time? Chat, why are you freaking out? We already got past the festival. Sayori can't kill herself anymore. She's physically unallowed. She's physically not allowed.
What if she's doing bad to herself, though? What if she's like
Yuri cuts
depressed,
herself.
What if she does too?
No, only Yuri.
Only
They can't
Yuri,
share
no.
traits.
They can't share traits. They can't have things in common.
We're really gonna have to work on her sleeping patterns. I always knew she'd be a little lazy, but this is getting annoying. Sayori. It's me. It's kind of dusty in your house. Sorry, I didn't want to wait outside. Are you, dressed? If I strain my ears, I can faintly pick up the sound of her voice. She's not replying to me, though. Sounds like she's talking to herself. I can't quite pick up what she's saying from this distance. Oh no, she's eating cereal.
Fuck?
She's eating cereal behind the door again.
Cereal behind the door again.
Not again, Sayori.
Her corn pops.
What was that from? Salvation or Relapse?
I don't remember.
I feel like it was from Salvation. I want to say it was Salvation that had her eating cereal behind the door. I feel like it was Salvation.
Maybe.
If Gizzy was here, he'd be able to tell us. It was from Salvation? Okay. So, yeah, okay, it was from Salvation. I felt like it was. Probably sleep talking. And knowing her, sleep talking about food. I'm nearing the end of my patience. Okay, that was your last chance. If you're getting changed or anything, you can't be mad at me. Man, her room is a mess. And Sayori herself is tucked away in the mess of pillows, blankets, and the duvet that forms her bed. There's a swath of hair that's fallen into her mouth, and she's drooling slightly. She's curled up into a ball with her arms hugging herself. It's a strangely adorable sight, and I feel bad I'm having to wake her. As I draw closer, I can finally make out what she's saying. And to my dismay, it's nothing wholesome at all. Sounds more like she's softly whimpering to herself, and I can almost spot glistening wet trails down her cheeks. Seeing Sayori cry is a sight I wish I'd never have to see. Can't help it. What's she talking about? Sorry, I'm so useless. But really trying for everyone. She flips over restlessly, a sob accompanying the movement. But it's so hard. So tiring. Don't want to do anymore. No. Please. Someone. Anyone. I know. Selfish. Sayori! Her head turns slightly, almost as if she's heard me. Her eyes remain shut, so it's impossible to tell if she's awake. Sayori, it's me. Zero. It's okay. I'm here. No, I don't want to go. Didn't work last time. They said it would work. Fresh sobs fill the room as she cries harder. Her voice breaks completely as tears drip down her face. At this point, I've had enough. A strong protective instinct within me demands that I reach out and gently clasp one of her hands with mine. With her hand in mine, I gingerly shake her awake. Sayori! Zero? And with that final, mysterious utterance, her eyes flutter open, with panic momentarily flashing through them. When she sees me, she visibly relaxes and sits up. Oh, hi, Zero. She hastily turns away and tries to discreetly wipe her face. I'm still trying to process what I've just witnessed. Sayori, are you okay? I think you were having a nightmare. Oh, was I? I don't remember anything like that. I was literally right here, listening to you cry. Of course you had a nightmare. You said some really concerning stuff. She anxiously bites her lip as she replies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you worried. You seriously need to stop thinking that you're a burden. It's my job to be concerned about you. We're best friends. You're really silly sometimes. You know that? What's going on, Sayori? Please, just talk to me. Looks ashamed as she gets herself out of bed. Oh god, I just realized. I totally forgot what we have planned for today. And I overslept. Zero, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. She feels around, and on instinct, I reach out and pull her into a hug. Clearly, this takes her by surprise as she doesn't make an effort to return it, at least initially. But after a while, she eventually starts the weekly hug back. As we break apart, Sayori smiles, clearly trying to put her nightmare behind her. Thank you, Zero. You always know how to make me feel better. Anyway, we have a lot to do today, right? Let's get started then. Is she really going to try and ignore the elephant in the room? Sayori, don't you want to No. Sorry, I really don't want to talk about it, if that's okay. Another glimpse of this concerning side she worked so hard to pass off. And yet, there they are. And yet, there they are again. Those walls I can never get through. But, Zero, please. It's nothing. Everyone has nightmares. She seizes on my moment of silence. Anyway, can you just give me a moment to get dressed? Time we can start getting spooky. With a sigh of resignation, I leave and close the door behind me. Big sad, boys.
Well then.
Big sads in the chat, Monica.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So scary.
Scary.
Monica, baby.
You're a baby.
What?
You're a baby.
I'm not baby.
Yes, you are. You're a baby.
What? How am I baby?
You're just baby.
What mean?
See, you can't even speak. You're baby.
What do? You know, actually, I just remembered something. This might have been because it's been way too long since I've actually played the Halloween demo, but I don't even remember them having pumpkins.
Well, this is a Sayori route only thing, so.
Would they have pumpkin? I don't think the Halloween scene matters on what route you pick. Maybe.
This didn't happen in Natsuki's route.
Well, no, I know, but this is leading up to the Halloween is what I'm saying. They're doing this for the Halloween. But so what I'm saying, okay, but the demo that I played, with the demo that I played of the Halloween thing, I'm pretty sure didn't have a specific route.
It didn't, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So there was no pumpkins in the Halloween thing, so...
Yeah, but there would be pumpkins here. Because you're doing Sayori's route.
So like I said, so what? Did they redo the Halloween when full release came? And if you were at Sayori, pumpkins are there?
I'm not sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's my question.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't remember there being pumpkins unless there was a mention of pumpkins.
There could have been like in the background and we just never saw them, noticed them.
Maybe.
I feel like there actually were pumpkins in the background, like sitting on the desks.
Oh, maybe.
Because there was a dim light in the room.
We can get some pumpkins from the supermarket. You've got a knife at home, right? Yeah.
Who doesn't?
So, what kind of things should we carve into them? Bats, skulls, and all those cheesy Halloween things, right? It's tempting to not answer. To give Sayori a taste of her own medicine. I don't think she's aware of just how frustrating this is. But then again, do I really want this to ruin the day? Sayori's clearly trying to put it past us. As much as I want to know what's going on, she's really not in any mood to divulge. Bringing it up now would probably ruin the mood and day for both of us. Besides, I can't really stay angry at her. Her general bubbly persona is so infectious, only someone without a heart could be immune to it. I begrudgingly smile. More spiders. I forgot how much you're terrified of them. Oh, come on. Like you're any better. I am! Okay, maybe with the big ones. I'm like 99% sure it's the same regardless of route, given that they specifically give you the option to skip that section. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying too. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. The fact that you can skip it definitely means it's the same. So maybe there were pumpkins though on there.
Might have been. Maybe Sayori just carved them by herself.
Did I just hear Monica mutter who doesn't? Yeah, because who doesn't have a knife at their house? How do you guys eat meat?
Yeah. Who doesn't have a knife?
If you don't have a knife, how do you eat dinner?
Yeah. You can pick up. Do you stab the entire steak with your fork and bite it off?
With my hands.
Eat fucking meat like a lion?
I eat steak with a spoon.
I eat steak with a spoon.
No, you don't. I eat steak fairly with my hand. Oh my god, me and Diablo said the same joke. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, though, that is actually how I ate my steak and pork chops.
What? You pick it up like that?
Yes, I would pick.
Why?
I would pick it if there was like a bone on it. I'd get the bone. I'd pick it up by the bone, and I'd bite out of it with my hands.
See, I only do that if like there's a little bit left and I can't get the meat with my knife.
Oh yeah, I do that.
So
Yeah, I
eat
do
it
that,
like
if I can't reach it. Yeah, but yeah, I used to eat it with my hands when I was younger. But as I grew up, I learned to use a fork and knife.
You learn to be civil and not a wild animal.
Yeah. The boring way. Even though Halloween isn't as largely celebrated here, at least compared to Western countries, shops have still made a decorative effort. All of the cheesy, cliche Halloween decorations can be seen both in the exterior and interior of the shop. Luckily for us, all of the pumpkins are right in the front.
Is that creepy bear-looking thing a Halloween decoration?
Yeah, there he is. Wow. These are huge. Which means you have more space to make some awesome decorations. Don't you think? Your eyes meet mine, the cheerful enthusiasm still bouncing around in them. Yeah, good thinking. Let's get these three. Ooh, do you mind if I grab some food for later? Yeah, sure. What were you thinking? Pizza. Not exactly the healthiest of choices, is it? Pizza's not exactly the most unhealthiest of choices either. Hey, I don't see you chomping on salad, you know. Can't dispute that. But in all seriousness, Sayori, maybe you should try something that isn't just junk food. I worry about you sometimes, you know? Is pizza considered junk food?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Because it's
Guess
greasy.
it is. Yeah, I guess it is greasy.
It's just all around not that healthy. Just
It's
because
just
of the grease.
it's just not that unhealthy, I think, though, too, because it has dairy in it. But it's
I mean,
also still
dairy
just
can
healthy.
dairy can be unhealthy.
It can
if
be.
you
I'm
consume
just
it in large
saying it's a
amounts.
food group you do need to eat anyway. So I was just saying
Yeah.
it's like.
I mean, pizza
I
contains
guess it's
like all the food groups.
I guess
but,
it's like the same as hamburgers. It's like, yeah, hamburgers contain the food groups of like protein with meat, but it's also super fucking greasy, so.
Yeah, there's cheese and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
I
on the
guess, yeah.
surface it looks like it would be good, but like
Pizza
don't
would
eat
still
too
be
much of
junk
that.
food, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
But like a steak wouldn't be junk food because it's just
No.
straight up protein. It's depending
Yeah.
on how you make the steak. If you like grease it up and fry it, then yeah, you're kind of ruining it. It's kind of unhealthy now.
Yeah.
I worry about you sometimes, you know? I know. You don't need to, though. No, they'll make more of an effort soon. I promise. Alright, fine. Pizza it is. But only if I get a slice. Or two. Deal! In an attempt to display my masculine bravado, I volunteered to carry all three of the pumpkins. In hindsight, given how much my arms are screaming at me, I immediately regret this decision. I can't believe you didn't let me carry any of them. You're so silly sometimes. It's no sweat, Sayori. No sweat at all. Don't drop them, don't drop them, don't drop them. What? That pumpkin is shaped like your head. I swear to God, I will throw one of these at you. You wouldn't dare. Besides, I don't think you'd be able to lift it high enough. I hate how true that is. Sayori 1, 0, 0.
That was weird how that lined up.
I like that line better now with his name was 0. That's so unfair. Taking advantage of the poor situation I'm in. Not true. If I recall correctly, you're the one who insisted on carrying these. She adopts a comedic, super low male voice. It's okay, Sayori. I'm a big, strong guy who can handle all these pumpkins.
You would do that in real life.
Okay, firstly, I do not sound like that. Right? Innocent smirk is my only response, which turns into indignation as I blow a puff of air into her face. Wait, what do you mean? I'll do what? What are you trying to say?
You would be like, I can carry all the groceries, Mom.
I can!
And then you wouldn't be able to.
Monica, help. I'd do it, and I'd go...
You'd drop the milk, and then we would have no milk.
I would never drop the milk. An innocent smirk is my only response, which turns into indignation as I blow a puff of hair in her face. It's the little victories in life. So, what shape should we go with first? Let's just keep it simple for now.
What?
Chat made me laugh.
What did they say? What?
It wasn't even that funny. But I'm like... Somebody was like, Monica, help! The eggs!
The eggs! Oh no!
For some reason, that was like that was really funny to me. I don't know why. I was like, Monica, help! The eggs!
The eggs!
I don't know why it was just so funny to me. Chat, no! You can't make me laugh. Weird Stop being funny.
Stop being funny. Yeah, guys, he's the entertainer here, not you.
Let's just keep it simple for now. We can just go with a generic jack-o'-lantern face. Pull up a reference photo on my phone. We've got to start by scooping out the insides, though. So let's cut a hole in the top. With a look of steadfast determination, she slices away the top of the pumpkin, exposing the contents within. So wait, we don't trust Sayori in the kitchen by herself, but we trust her with a knife?
No.
Clearly we are.
I don't. This MC does, which is a bad idea.
Looks really cute with that look on her face. Her nose has scrunched up and she's focusing intently on her task. And the best part is she's so oblivious to how endearing she really is. Come on! Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Okay, okay. Oh man, it feels so cold and sticky. Slow but steady work as we scoop out the inside. I do my best not to focus on how soft her hands and arms feel as they brush up against mine. There! Now my hands are all sticky. Yeah, mine too.
But I have a question. Do people, like, in America, when they carve pumpkins, do you use stencils to carve pumpkins?
Well, like you put like you draw the circle that you're gonna cut first.
Like, do you take a piece of paper and then like? So what we do when we carve pumpkins, we take a piece of paper that's basically like a stencil, and then we tape it onto the pumpkin, and then we poke holes in the lines, and then we draw and then after we take the paper off, we draw the.
If I'm being honest with you,
and then cut the holes.
It's probably not just an American thing. Anything, people have different ways of carving pumpkins. Is all it really is.
Okay. Because I've heard stories of people just like winging it and just start sawing right away. And I'm just,
the most I've seen is I think I've seen people like get a pencil and they'll like draw a circle on where they're supposed to cut, and then they'll just cut on the line.
Yeah, we do that kind of, but before we do that, we poke holes with a piece of stencil paper.
I think it really is just whatever you do, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
What the fuck is this giant paragraph? Zero slips on the eggs, causing him to drop more eggs. Monica sees this, goes into a panic as the flying eggs from Zero falling, landing on Monica, causing what would look like a murder scene with two people covered in eggs. A horrible, tragic set of events after having gone and bought 10 dozen eggs from the store. They had to walk a few miles to reach 10 dozen eggs. Why did we buy so much eggs?
10 dozen. That's all of like we went grocery shopping and that's all we bought.
Just for eggs? I don't even need eggs that much.
10 dozen eggs. That is so many.
Say, do you want a new hairstyle? I grin and reach forward, aiming for Sayori's head. Ah! Don't you even think about it! Okay, okay. I won't. Home hands up as a sign of peace. Sayori remains backed up away from me, suspicious look on her face. She lets her guard down and comes closer.
I dart forward and boop her on the nose, leaving an orange smear.
Hey! Meanie! I'm going to get you for that.
Only if you can actually catch me. I laugh and dart away from her strike. Sarah's never been particularly coordinated, so it's pretty easy to dodge her clumsy attempts. Why did they put a dash in coordinated? It's not coordinated. Is it coordinated? Isn't it just coordinated? I do not think it's coordinated. As she comes in for another swipe, I catch her wrist in my hands. She's squirming and wriggling, doing her best to escape my grip. Unfortunately, due to the slipperiness of the pumpkin coating on both of our hands, my grip isn't as strong as I'd like. She manages to twist her hand free and lands a respectable orange smear on my cheek.
Aha! I told you.
Her victory is short-lived as I manage to return the favor down her neck.
Ah! Okay. A truce! For real this time.
No tricks?
No. We still have to carve the pumpkins.
Okay, fair enough. After we wash our hands, Sarah takes out a pen and starts to trace a face onto the pumpkin. I'm looking through the cupboards, trying to find a knife that's big enough. Ah, this one will do.
How's this?
I wander over to the left of Sayori. This is unfair. How is it that the girl who was late to wake up and get ready still smells really good? A faraway detached part of me vaguely remembers something my biology teacher was saying about pheromones.
Well?
Yeah, it smells great.
Smells? Huh?
Oh damn, did I say smell instead of look? Yes, I'm a little hungry. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll start carving it. There.
Wow. That looks great. We make an awesome team, don't we?
We sure do. What about for the other two pumpkins? I was thinking we could do a bat for this one. And we could just keep it simple for the last one.
Like carve Boo into it?
Perfect. Well, here we go again. A while later, and we're finally all done. Our handiwork sits proudly in front of us. Job well done.
The others are gonna love them.
I just realized. We must look like two proud parents. Except our kids are pumpkins. Sarah breaks out into giggles.
Zero. You've always been really funny, you know that?
One of these days, I'll learn how to take a compliment from the opposite sex. Especially when it comes to someone I think I'm starting to fall in love with. Unfortunately, that day is not today. As I feel my cheeks heat up, I'd be very surprised if Sayori didn't pick up on it.
Anyway, I've had a lot of fun today. Sadly, I've got a lot of homework to get on with. So I'm gonna have to go. But I'll take a pumpkin with me. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday. Oh, and look, I know you're concerned about me. About what happened earlier. But please, just try not to worry too much or anything. I'll try and tell you when I'm comfortable. Okay? Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
With a click, the door closes behind me. No, he literally said nothing while she talked for like that last
Yeah.
jeez. He said literally nothing to her.
Yeah?
He didn't even say bye.
She didn't even say bye. She just left.
Like, my god. I don't get much time to stew over the day's events, though, as my phone blares to life. It's my mother.
Hi, Zero. How have you been doing? Are you eating well?
Whoa, Mom, slow down. I'm fine. School's going well. Sakurai started talking about World War I, so history's pretty enjoyable. About the eating part. How are things in your end?
Stressful. I want to come home and see you. I've been feeling ever so guilty about being away.
Nah, it's fine. Seriously. Since joining the club, that lonely feeling has pretty much disappeared. Plus, Sarah and I are hanging out a lot, so it's nice to have some regular contact with her again.
Oh yes, that club of yours. You said it was a literature club, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that should mean your grades for Japanese would be fantastic, right?
It's definitely helping.
Any other club members?
Yeah, we get along pretty well. One girl's really shy, the other one's kinda cold, but I think she's a softie at heart. Oh, and Monica's the president.
Oh, the Monica you used to share classes with? The one you had a crush on?
Mom! I didn't have a crush on her.
Of course not. So, being around Sayori again? When I called you last week, you were on a date, at the park with her, right?
Yeah.
I'm so happy for both of you. She always was your best friend growing up. Although, perhaps it's a motherly intuition, but I get the feeling that you and Sayori...
What about us? He sends her knowing smile even over the phone.
Well, you tell me.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh
Oh!
shit.
Be honest with your mommy. Well, truth be told, Mom, I think I really like her. Like, in that sense.
Ah, yes, I did think this day would come eventually. Look at my little boy, all grown up, falling in love with a girl.
Mom!
Sorry. I guess I should have seen this coming. Given the way you used to act around her as a kid. Always looking out for her, protecting her from things that scared her, sharing your food with her. Quite the gentleman you were.
Really? You had your suspicions that early on?
Motherly instinct, sweetheart.
We share a laugh. It was confusing at first. I didn't really know what these new feelings were. I'd start to notice little things about her that I didn't see before. Like how pretty her eyes are, or how nice she smells. Or how cute she looks when she's trying to concentrate. I sigh dreamily. Yeah, I'll admit it. He's got me good.
So what's holding you back?
Well, I don't really know girls that well. How am I supposed to know if she likes me back?
Teenage love. Well, look at it this way. When a girl likes you, she'll do a few things to try and signal that interest. Does she maintain eye contact with you a lot? Laugh at your jokes? Offer to come with you to places or invite you along? Compliment you?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, a lot of those things, yeah. But sometimes she acts a little bit off. As in, there are days she doesn't really want to talk to me or anyone else. There's something that she's hiding, but she keeps her walls up and doesn't let me in. Like today, she was having a really bad nightmare. Saying stuff like, she's really tired and she feels bad for feeling useless. But she never wants to talk about it and just brushes me off whenever I try and help her.
Well, there was a long gap in your history together. Perhaps something happened in her life. Something that she isn't ready to share just yet. Patience is a virtue, sweetheart. You'll have to understand it from her perspective sometimes. People just don't want to share. I know it must be frustrating. You want to help, but she's just not letting you.
Yeah.
As much as we would like to, sometimes we can't just force ourselves into someone's lives like that. Besides, you have no idea what her reasoning is. I'm sure she'll tell you when she's comfortable with doing so. But, doesn't that mean she doesn't trust me yet? Not necessarily. From what you've told me, she enjoys spending time with you. She certainly does trust you, just not on that level just yet. It'll come in time. Anyway, unfortunately, I have to go. A lot of work to be done still. It was lovely talking to you again, sweetheart, and keep me updated on the Sayori situation. Especially if anything major pops up, okay?
Sure thing, Mom. And thanks. Your advice has been really helpful.
You're very welcome, darling. Bye.
With both my mother and Sarah gone, the room feels strangely empty. As I meander upstairs into my room and flop onto my chair, my mother's words echo into my mind. Maybe Sayori does like me too, then. Huh. Well, even if she does, what am I meant to do? Am I meant to make the first move? Ask her to a date or be my girlfriend? Although we've been hanging out, just us two, isn't that already technically a date? I don't know. I think I'll just see how the next couple of weeks go and not push anything. Primarily because I don't know what I'm doing. With a weary sigh, I boot up my computer. There's no way I'll be able to get any homework done with all this on my mind. Video games should be a nice way to relax. It's Halloween coming up, so let's pick a horror game. This one looks tempting. Third-person survival horror. Police detective. Nightmarish situation. This'll do fine.
So that said simulation.
Simulation? What did it say? What'd I say?
You said situation.
Situation. it's a third-person situation.
Third person nightmarish situation.
Nightmarish situation. All right. Now we're gonna stop it here. Things looking interesting. We already had 2 choices. Ooh. Hope we didn't fuck up her route already, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that's it for now. Things are looking interesting. Zero give advice to the MC. I mean, MC's mom kind of gave the perfect advice. You just gotta be on the lookout. She might like him back. I don't know. Just have to wait and see. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to play this for yourself, the link will be in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.
I'm a chef